The most heralded nation there is the US. So they came very, very prepared. Then the most influential player in the Turkish team is nobody but Hakan Çalhanoğlu.
As a stand now, you must win all your matches.
Welcome back to Ultimate Soccer Show, where you can get the best of football analysis, transfers, and anything that is related to football, including the junior team, the under 23s, under 17. In short, anything that relates to football in general. We have a topic today that has to do with the United States of America hosting the Turkish national team in their third place match. With the United States of America be making 3 points, 10 points, I mean it's 9 points, or will they draw that match and make it 7, or rather lose and make it 6? I have, as usual with me in the studio, I have Albertis Israel, the Big Sense, or you call him Sensini, and then I have Chima Samuel Sin, then you call him Chief Special. Chima, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And Albert, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Chima Samuel, the United States will be hosting the Turkish national team, considering that they have won their first match. They've won the first match and the second match, and Turkey has lost the whole 2 matches. They are on 0 points, while the US is on 6 points. And considering the team that the US has, they have all quality players in their side, but we don't know much about the Turkish side. But do you think that the Turkish side will give them a run for their money, at least to get the 3 points?
I don't know the type of run that Turkish want to give them now that they did not give in the first and second. They did not give in the first and second. Now they want to give a run for host country.
But that's only what.
Okay. No, Turkey should go back home. US will not come into this game to come and over fight themselves. They've already qualified. At least they are likely to play Bosnia in the round of 32. So definitely they might be resting some key players, preparing ahead for the next big encounter. Turkish team, I was very, very surprised to see that in a group where we have US, Australia, and which team against Turkey. So then Turkey is not even making it out of the group.
I think Ghana is in that group too.
No,
Ghana is not in that group.
So we have Australia, we have US. The first match was US versus I think
you skipped my memory.
4-1 against Paraguay. US
Okay,
Paraguay. So
yeah.
even Paraguy itself, one of the toughest countries from South American side, did not make it in that group. So it's quite unfortunate. So that means football has really shifted somehow. It's no longer what we used to think. So now no more big lion and small lion. If teams like Curacao can even play, I think, draw in their last game, then teams like Cape Verde.
Even Congo
self played goalless with almighty Portugal. So it's very, very interesting right now. Of course, they need to rest their players, especially the US team. Players like Balogun, we have done pretty well. He has been banging in goals. He have done so well. Pulisic too, as well, he has played so well. So with minor injuries. So I think US, this one, they need to test some certain player that they might want to use in the second in the knockout stage. So for me, and then if you check their history, they have played about 5 times and they drew 2-2 each. So they drew two games. US have drawn 2. Then I think Turkey 2. No, they have drawn 4 games. So I think US have won 1 or so. So I think historically it's not going to be a very strong encounter like that, because Turkey is already going home. US have already qualified, so it's just a fun game for the US.
No, but if Turkey wins the game, they will have 3 points and they can make up as the best loser.
Maybe, probably, but I'm not sure at home if US, because as it stands now, US might not even want to lose any game as we are talking about, because any player that US team are going to field, they will definitely want to make something out of them, and they will definitely want to prove a point. They are playing at home, so they have everything to prove. They have to prove to their fans. They have to make the whole atmosphere, because considering the whole shenanigans around the US immigration and the rest in this football, so a whole lot has happened around the US community. So definitely any game they are playing now, US need to win. The pressure is on them very, very high, because so many countries are wishing them to go out of the tournament because of the whole immigration issue concerning other countries. So but right now they know as well that they need to prove a point at every given time. Pochettino knows that his job right now is to win every single game, no matter how small the game is, whether you want to qualify or you're not qualified. So I doubt if Turkish team is going to have a chance against US.
Albert, the Turkish team has a player like Adam Gula. I think he should be a player of Barcelona.
Real Madrid.
Or Real Madrid, a Real Madrid player. and we all know that he's a very good player. Do you think that the US will give them time to recoup themselves and give them a run for their money, or what do you think will pound out in this game?
It's just simply put, if a person dies in the course of writing examination, does that mean the person has passed?
No, the person must have maybe.
The person has passed on. He has passed on now. The person has passed on.
You see, the point is that they all started the World Cup together, right? Now, they want to engage themselves in the third bout.
Yeah.
The third encounter, right? The last game of the group. Now, Turkey has lost 2 of the games. US have won 2 of the games.
They're on 6 points.
Now, the thing is this. I used to say that some games are actually played from the dugout, while some games are played on the pitch based on the tactical and the techniques of individual players. When we started the World Cup glossary, we spoke about some certain players that could make a difference in their national side. And when we spoke about US, I spoke about Timothy Weah, Balogun,
Christian
Pulisic, Malik Tillman, and all of them. They are making waves and they are playing perfectly well, fundamentally well in their various clubs. In the Champions League, in the Conference League, and the Europa League. They are making a mark for themselves. So now when you plug that back into your national team, you give a sterling performance as opposed to a team you're playing against. That does not undermine the fact that some certain teams like Cape Verde and other teams can not actually give a surprise. That's what football entails. But you see, technicalities, don't forget in 2010 that Spain won the World Cup in African soil.
South Africa.
Someone like Sergio Busquets, he was an emerging talent. He was in the center of the park with someone like Xabi Alonso and Andres Iniesta. Yeah. Xavi Hernandez. Thank you. Now, he complemented the potentiality of Xabi Alonso, which were his senior, and Xavi Hernandez.
And Iniesta.
Andres Iniesta. No, Iniesta was playing outside the week, but at the middle of the park, he was playing deep to them. So now, if America, the US, have a well-compacted team, though they have a good coach in person of Mauricio Pochettino, that do not actually have an history of winning laurels in club football, but he has experience being an ex-player, being the US 94 squad with Argentina, and have coached Tottenham Hotspur and some other clubs. Now, he's at the helms of affair of the US team. Now, and US have compacted players that are from other ancestry, other countries, yes, that have actually switched allegiance to US. You expect them to play much better. Our own Nigerian Balogun is doing exceptionally well. Folarin Balogun is doing exceptionally well for AS Monaco, scoring reckless abandon in the league and all of that, and their cups and all of that. So now, a team like Turkey, the most
what do you mean by your own Balogun?
Our own Balogun is not. Are you not in Nigeria? Are you from South Tome and Principe? It's our own Balogun now. But you only switch allegiance. I told you last time that if you see a way to switch allegiance to a country that will favor you, you will. Emmanuel Lusadebe switch allegiance to Poland. Saka came to Nigeria to visit his ancestral home.
Don't let Donald Trump catch you.
No, you can't catch me. If you can't get to, can he come to the ghetto?
Are you saying indirectly that Chima is not patriotic to this country if he sees a way to switch his allegiance to any other country? Even some African countries like Gabon, the other names I wouldn't want to mention. You think he will switch allegiance?
You already mentioned Gabon.
No, I mentioned.
There is a limitation. There is a limit. There is a limit to how you're going to be patriotic, because you know what's good for you. You know what you want. Are you getting it? See, there is nobody I've seen on earth that they put an honey into his lips and he spit it out. Anything that is tasteful is always nice. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Except the person is diabetic or whatsoever, I don't know. But the thing is that the US team are well configured. They were prepared because they are a host nation. Now, there are 3 nations. The first time a 3 nation is hosting the World Cup, the US, Canada, and Mexico. But among these 3 nations, the most heralded nation there is the US. So they came very, very prepared. Then, the most influential player in the Turkish team is nobody but Hakan Çalhanoğlu, which is a player of Inter Milan player. Then we have Soyuncu and Demiral. They are there. But these players are not that influential in terms of team play than the US team. The US have about 9 players or 11 players that are doing perfectly well. So they want to make a mark individually in the pitch of play. So if Mauricio Pochettino say play this formation, don't forget, a coach has his formation, a player has his own techniques. So formation and techniques can actually give you a result. And don't forget, when Guardiola succeeded in Barcelona, it was not actually his formation that actually did it all. It was personal techniques, the qualities of the player, the technicalities. Ronaldinho, Gaucho, Roberto De Aziz, Moreira, the Iniestas, the Xavis, the Oliguas, and all of them, they succeeded there. It was because of these guys have what it takes potentially to at least how do we call it, complement the coach kind of a formation and whatsoever. So US and Turkey here in this, even though US feel their second team, I don't think Turkey is going to be able to win it because US have actually qualified automatically to the round of 32. So that match is going to be like a charity game or a ceremonial game, just like a college playing with a secondary school. That's what this game is going to be like. So if Turkey put all his excellence or everything he wants on the game, at the end of the day, have 3 points, they have already dropped. They are already gone out of the World Cup. So, but the both of them are not to be compared. But don't forget, I'll yield the floor with this. Every nation, at some point in time, has a set of players that are actually compatible, that can give a nation what they want, regardless of the coach. I say this by this. In 2002, Senegal shocked the world. Yeah. In 2010, Ghana as well shocked the world.
It was Bruno Metsu that took
that is what Bruno Metsu. Yes, I accept. So many coaches, our own Clemens Westerhoff.
Okay.
The assistant to Clemens Westerhoff was Johannes Bonfrey. Johannes Bonfrey became the coach of
under 23.
Before that time, we were all young. We saw Incomplete Sport and a lot of newspapers. They were saying no, Kashima Laluku. Even at the in the late blessed memory, they were saying no. Bonfrey Joe is not as experienced like this our indigenous coaches. But at the end of the day, he took the Olympic squad and won. They won Brazil and Argentina 2 world heavyweight in terms of football, and they won the Olympic gold medal. So sometimes the players you have at your kitty at a particular time can actually help you achieve your goal as a coach at a particular time. So it's a nice one for US. They prepared, they know that they are the one that's going to host, and they actually shop, and should we say they
I don't know they
convince the players to become US nationals, okay, so that can achieve their objective.
There's something you said initially that I didn't subscribe to.
Don't subscribe. What is it?
Because you said if they put honey in your mouth, you will spit it out. And there is somebody that I know very well that prefers to steal me tickets than collecting money. You know?
Okay, the person like gallbladder.
No, he likes meal ticket.
Meal ticket. Okay.
If you see the ticket here and sees 1,000, he rather prefers to take the ticket than leave it.
Okay.
So he has his preference. He has his preference.
He has preference. If he steals the money, but when his ticket now, he will say just paper. There's no way you can tell Baba that somebody stole my paper. Baba will be asking what kind of paper is that. You say ticket. So why are you looking for it? But when you call money is money. So you prefer to leave the money for safety.
You all knows the person I'm talking about. Chima, what formation do you think Pochettino will play?
As usual, it's going to play the usual 4-3-3 formation, but I think he's going to be resting a whole lot of players because right now I discovered that what is it called? Folani Balogun, is on yellow card, so definitely
so might miss the next game.
Yes, to avoid the second yellow card. So I think you have to rest him. Robinson too, the left full back too, is on yellow card too as well. So I think you have to rest him as well. So and a quite number of players. So I think in this game, Pochettino is going to play some kind of player that he knows that okay, this might be a very big backup players to my first team players. So in case if these players, if I need them in the next round of matches, do I have that confidence enough to bring them in? So I think this is a match where he's going to test some of those players. Usually, most times when team, that is the essence of winning all your matches in the group stage, because these are the kind of matches that most coaches normally use to give some chances to some of those fringe players or some kind of player that you brought to the World Cup board. You are thinking or you are still doubting if they have the ability to replace any of your star players. So definitely against Turkey, he's going to use some different kind of players, maybe try different kind of team in this game. So it's not going to be a do or die affair, no influence, but even though they still need this game, because right now this World Cup is a very different one totally. We have 48 teams, every 2 top teams come out from the group, then we are going to have best losers. So now teams that are going to play the best losers as well. So not just by winning, you might win all your 3 games, but goals will still count. So definitely, you are even though you have qualified with 6 points, you still need to win your 3rd match so that if you win, if you come out with 9 points, then you can play against the lowest ranked team among the best losers. So that you not come out of a group where you should have come out with 9 points. You come out with 6 points and now go and play Argentina or go and play Portugal and you're home. It's a very big. So everybody is going to be avoiding the top guns. And and there are some best losers that are very, very dangerous. You know,
they used to say best losers come out to win the
tournament, just like in the last last two AFCON when Ivory Coast came out as best loser from group stage. We did not even come out. They came out to beat Nigeria in the final. So what kind of best loser is that? That is a very bad, dangerous bad loser. So sometimes some of these countries, they just pretend as if they are bad losers so that they can, maybe people just underrate them. You understand? So it's going to be a very big challenge, because we are seeing teams like Portugal now. We see teams like Argentina. We have teams like France. Some of them can draw some matches, you know, come out as second in the goal or best loser. You understand me? So it's a very difficult one. So definitely, as a stand now, you must win all your matches. So the formation Pochettino is going to use, he knows quite well that he's still going to stick with his formation. Nothing change. Only the players that will execute the game are going to change. So aside from that, I think US have a very big upper hand to win the game against Turkey.
Albert, do you think that the dugout of the Turkish side would do the needful, or even give them at least a point, considering that the US might be resting players, knowing fully well that they've qualified already?
You're going back to Turkey. I want to.
We are not writing. Should we write off Turkey?
We're not writing off Turkey, but whatever thing they're doing now, I think no matter the bullet they shoot, it's going to be like a boomerang. But I want to ask something. If you are giving somebody food every day, it will be alleged that you are feeding the person.
Yes.
But if you are giving the person water every day, would it be said that you are watering the person?
Yes,
no. In that regard,
or you are reading the person.
No, in that regard, the person will say that after him feeding you, that he left with the plate.
or you carry the plate. So you can say you are reading the person because plenty water is rain.
See, no matter the effort Turkey puts now, is vain. Is vain.
You don't value Turkey, that's what you're saying.
See, I value Turkey, but this Turkey of this era
is not the
Turkey we used to know.
Turkey of Hassan.
So, and now, if you have 48 teams,
because sometimes best losers, they pretend like this.
They are rock bottom. What is the possibility that they are going to beat?
They can win.
Okay, accepted.
Even Senegal now.
Okay.
Senegal is still ranked among best losers because Senegal wins their next match 3 points, so they can still be ranked as best losers as well too.
Okay, so you think if they win and qualify as best losers, you see them winning the trophy?
No, we are not saying
okay,
that.
they can go for
yes.
Yeah, I still want to ask a question. If soap is used by everyone, why is it that it's only women picture we used to see on the label of soap?
Because men don't care about soap.
see,
don't care about soap.
I accept. Bulgaria, US 94, Nigeria won them 3-0. They went ahead to play semi-final.
Yeah.
Argentina, the defending champion of the World Cup, they lost to Saudi Arabia 2-1 in the last Mundial, and they end up winning the World Cup. But look at these countries. They have what it takes. But just that football is either you win, draw, or you lose. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? But you have to look the makeup of the team, the quality of player, how they play, their trajectory. You can actually assess what is going to be their ultimate outcome if the Cote d'Ivoire we're talking about that qualified by best losers and won the Nations Cup in 2023. Yeah. They have what it takes, but it's just that they started slowly and they sacked their coach midway to the tournament and employed MS Faye.
Turkish doesn't have the qualities. But you don't mention the quite number of players.
I mentioned 2 players. Akan Canoglu, not in top shape. He left Inter Milan to...
Adagula is a good player.
I know Adagula. How many matches did he play for Real Madrid? How many goals did he score?
He was injured.
He was injured. You see.
But he was injured.
He was injured.
So you
could about 30-something years. He's a defender. So the players that we have in the Turkish national team are not the players we have in the time of Dimitri Bastuk, the Hasan Saz,
Umid Davala,
Katimia Ulpe. These were players that could make a difference. Yes, these are players that could make a difference.
You know Rostu the goalkeeper.
What for you? That used to put one lens on his eyes. So that is gone back then. So when you see a team, I'm not writing them off. They are humans. But what I have seen them play. Okay, let me say I'm writing them off.
Yes, let's just
I'm accept that one.
No, don't accept.
Just accept now.
It's my perspective. It's my perspective.
You have written them off.
I'm writing them off because they have nothing to offer. Because they have lost 2 matches. So if they qualify as best loser,
so indirectly now they came for excursion to the World Cup.
They came for exploration. They came to see.
No excursion now, so that you just came to survey US.
Perhaps you may use that terminology.
So
they qualified, and as a matter of fact, FIFA has given them some certain money You understand? For qualification alone. So you know, as you progress, you're going to be having money from FIFA's coffer. So US and Turkey, no matter how they try, because I see it again, lastly, as a game of pride. US will not actually come out to look for a draw because they want to come out to all 9 points, because we are looking at history. When you come out in the world stage like this, you want to make history for yourself, because 1994 they came out with one of the best squad, the Alexi Lalas, the Enshaws, and all of them. Yes, the London Donovans in 1994.
This guy elbowed.
Donovans. I know you be senior man. You remember Donovans, but at the end of the day, they never went further. But this one now, they can actually go further because of the involvement of other nationals that have switched allegiance to become America. But Turkey and US,
they are not match.
They are not match at all.
Okay, Albert or Chima, your prediction, please.
US 3.
They predict US. He has predicted US 3. And you say I'm writing off Turkey. Look at this man.
How do you know if I don't want to say Turkey 4? What if I say Turkey 4?
Say. Okay. Say.
What if I say Turkey 4?
Say now.
US 3, Turkey 0 for now.
Okay. How about your prediction?
You know why I predict like that? Because if you check the teams that possibly that US might be meeting, we have Ivory Coast, we have Ecuador. Of course, US will not want to meet any of these teams. We have Sweden, we have Netherlands. US will not want to meet any of these teams. We have Senegal, we have Algeria and Austria. So US will definitely come out to win this game to avoid meeting any of these top teams. So that is what I'm saying. So even though you have written Turkey off, I just want to support you. Not that I really wanted to. So not that I'm writing them off. I like them so much.
Based on solidarity.
Just to support you, so it will not look like I'm against them.
How about your prediction, please?
You don't predict. You say I won't predict before.
Then predict another one.
3-1. US.
1.
Balogun 2 goals.
I doubt if Balogun will play. I doubt because it's on
Balogun
yellow
2 goals.
I'm seeing Turkey beating the US.
Your prediction is
Your own
always.
is always upside down. No need to say. We know that your own is always upside down.
US 0, Turkey 1.
Okay.
All right, fans at home, we have come to the end of this episode. We urge you guys to subscribe, like, and share. We continue next time and bring more sporting events, sporting news, transfers, and more footballing activities. Thank you and God bless you all.